Welcome to another edition of the Dynamic Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with a major backstage update. What is the WWE thinking about? What is going to be potentially brought back? Well, according to the Backstage Insider membership required, make sure to go subscribe right now, premium newsletter. There is some who feel the idea of bringing back jobbers in squash matches would be a good way to establish up-and-coming superstars from NXT and some of WWE's new talents on the main roster, like Rusev, among others. There is a feeling that WWE needs to stop jobbing out their main talent roster as it makes them end up looking weak and losing momentum. Kofi Kingston, anybody? Rob Van Dam, anybody? Sin Cara, anybody? 3MB, who, well, it's only about 1MB right now, but the thought process is that if a new superstar can come in and dominate a jobber, their presence would be felt to a higher degree, and the WWE fans could get a better feel about what they're all about. They could be more aggressive in the ring, and their style could come off a lot better and more dominant. As of now, it's just an idea being thought about, but it is not penciled in. The feeling is that WWE as a whole may be way past bringing in jobbers to feed to fresh young WWE superstars, whether you call them jobbers, jobbing out, enhancement talent, whatever, what have you. I always felt that it gave the wrong impression when you had a guy like RVD or Sin Cara or Kingston or some other guy that, you know, was just about ready to become a world champion, but then they pushed them back to the Intercontinental title. They pushed them back to the curtain jerker, and then all of a sudden they became jobbers. They became enhancement talents, a glorified jobber, and it's horrible because Kofi Kingston shouldn't be regulated to that. Rob Van Dam shouldn't be regulated to that. But then again, I can see why the WWE would put a new, fresh, and up-and-comer against a superstar that is in demand, a superstar that is over, a superstar that the fans already know about, because it would make the other wrestler look more dominant by beating a main event talent. I mean, Rusev just came off defeating Rob Van Dam. So, I mean, if a new and up-and-comer is going to come in and they want to push them and they're a fan of them and they're behind them, that's fine. But they have these guys go out and they beat established WWE superstars, and that actually devalues them. It takes away from them, and the aura and the feeling just isn't there for guys like Kofi Kingston. When you see a guy like Kofi Kingston who's been there for years and years and should have already been a world champion, and you see him losing to a guy like Rusev in a matter of seconds, or you see Rob Van Dam losing in a matter of minutes, who is a former world champion, what does that do to their image? What does that do for their credibility? Like I said, I never liked the fact that the WWE took jobbers out of the picture. I think that's the way to go. I think that's what they should have stuck with. I think the WWE made a huge mistake when they took jobbers out of the picture. And I hope that this rumor is true. I hope the WWE is entertaining this idea. I hope jobbers do come back into the fold, because you know what? They are enhancement talent. They're supposed to, you know, work with the character that's coming up in order to get over and you know, show what they're all about in their presence. A jobber ends up making you look a hell of a lot better at the end of the day, because their job is to job. So, ladies and gentlemen, your comments and your opinions, and what are your feelings on jobbers potentially coming back to the WWE instead of WWE feeding their top current crop of superstars to guys like Rusev? Subscribe.